This is a yellow garden spider, and while it looks pretty scary, and they are venomous, their venom can't hurt humans, just flies and bees and other prey that they have. They're of the orb weaver family. What's cool about these spiders is they make these circular webs, and at the end of all spider feet, they normally have 2 claws, but this guy has a 3rd additional one, and that helps them spin their complex webs. And you see her going to her egg right now. That's actually an egg. So what'll happen is a male will come up, tug on the strings of the web, and that means it's good vibrations. And he'll come up, they'll mate, and then she'll put 1 or 2 eggs on her web. Looks like she has 1 here, and she will protect it. Very cool.
Reading old journals and books, it seems like buffalo hunters past and present agree. The harvesting of the buffalo isn't really the difficult part. It's the locating them. So Jeremy and I separated to cover more ground. After a day and a half and about 12 miles on foot myself, I finally laid eyes on a small herd.
Finding them's the hard part, because once you find them, harvesting them isn't incredibly difficult. Our ancestors would hunt them with adaladles and spears, and the European settlers would come in and they would use guns, and they knocked the species down so low that at one point there was only 45 left. They would actually communicate with each other state to state and say, hey, I got 2 here. Hey, I got 3 here. Hey, there's 1 over here I saw a couple weeks ago. Hey, my brother's sister's uncle's friend told me that there's 1 over here. That's literally the amount of science that went into determining that there was only about 45 left. Real wild bison. And what's crazy about that is the DNA strands. With only 45, there's like only so much genetics to go around as far as like diversity goes. Very, very narrow.
These bison are about a 1/4 mile away as the crow flies. And right now, they're in the open, but they're moseying their way towards the woods, and I need to cut them off before they get there. If they get to the woods, they're liable to get all bunched up, and with all the trees and plants, it's gonna make it hard to make a perfect shot, knowing full well that my bullet won't go through and injure another buffalo. On top of that, I'm starting to lose daylight, so I'm working against the clock.
I like to be within 100 yards, but try and get here before they move out of this field. I guess if one's in here, it's already too late.
That moment, that very moment, it's so simple yet complicated. It's easier to experience than articulate. You feel sorrow for the animal, but gratitude just as strongly. Your senses, they're heightened. So definitely you realize it can't be a conscious decision, but instead, instinctual. Your primitive instincts. You're no longer separated from the world, separated from nature, your food. No, now you're part of it. I think about the Native Americans that hunted these animals. How impactful a successful hunt was to these people. The celebration, the relief, the pride knowing they could take care of their own. Yesterday or today, the feeling is the same.
That is a big, big female. If you hunt for meat like I do, this is the trophy. Wow.
Circle and Mark, this is Charles.
Hey Charles, I got good news and I got interesting news. Which one do you want first?
I like the intro.
I did shoot a real big female, and I thought of everything. I mean, I got my ammunition, my binoculars, all that stuff, but now I'm out here, and I think I might need some help getting her in, because I didn't think it through past this point.
Well, I've got a John Deere tractor that'll lift her.
Bring it out. I'll send you my coordinates.
Okay, I'll be there in just a jiffy.
This reminds me of a time when I was a kid. I got lost at the apple orchard with my family, and this nice employee that was there offered to give me a ride to go find him in a tractor, and I looked stranger danger big time. So I walked along the side of the tractor and refused to get in because I thought he was a creeper, but he ended up just being a nice old man. But found my family and officially won at hide and go seek.